Can someone with zero experience bike over 1,000 miles across Europe? To test this theory, we'll bring in our usual test dummy.
Howdy folks, Eric here.
My goal is to make it from Friedrichshafen, Denmark, all the way down to Munich, Germany for Oktoberfest, the biggest party in the world. So I borrowed an old mountain bike from my cousin in my parents' hometown of Skövde, Sweden, and began my training. This is easily the most difficult yet rewarding adventure of my life, so I hope you enjoy the ride. In the last video, I enjoyed a few nights exploring the island of Bjørke, and then took the ferry across to Denmark. Today we are going to start putting some miles under our belt and exploring all the beautiful nature Denmark has to offer, as well as its small town charm. I hope you enjoy.
Alrighty folks, back on the road. I'm just passing through Nielstrup, which is just north of Friedrichshafen. I've done about 9 kilometers this morning, did a quick brekkie at the rest stop. Beautiful flowers there, as you saw. I had a hostel last night, which was super chill, and now I'm ready to hit the road again. I've got about 27 kilometers left, and I've done about 9 so far. Just like that, we're back into the pine forests. I love it. I just passed through the town of Aalbæk, and now we're on a nice rural road again. Hopefully we can stay away from the main road for the majority of the trip. I have about 12-13 kilometers left, so I'm over halfway. Feeling pretty good, but a bit sore in the bum. Gonna keep at it. I am really enjoying these rural roads. Unfortunately, the European Divide Trail led me straight to a private farm road. There's a bunch of signs that said there's cameras and shit, so I had to do a little detour here. It's gonna be an extra few kilometers, but we are making great progress. It's only about 1 o'clock now. A lot of daylight to work with. I'm gonna keep going after a quick water break. You see now, we're only a few kilometers from the ocean, and it's starting to get more hilly, sort of dune-like. Not sandy yet, but pretty cool. It's actually coming down a little bit. Not sure which cloud is to blame, but a very light drizzle. Hopefully that dies down real quick. We've made it to the ocean, and you can see here there's some old World War II bunkers littered along the beach here. You can see the top of the entrance there, just barely. Nice wide sandy beach. You're actually allowed to drive on this beach as well. As you can see here, they just come right down. Pretty cool. Technically, I don't think you're supposed to camp on the beach, but you are allowed to sleep as long as you don't set up a tent. So we'll see about that. There's also a camping spot just down the way, so I might just pay and then get all the luxury resources. It is really coming down now. So I'm gonna pop over to this camping spot that's just over this hill here and see if they have a roof for me at least. It's coming in horizontally here, thankfully. I found a roof. We're safe for now. This is a giant compound. It seems to have like a pool and a store and a little cafe, a little ice cream shop. You can see the mini golf behind there too. So I'm gonna peep the radar and then I'll decide if I want to stay. I ended up grabbing a spot. Here's the giant map. I got sold on the restaurant and grocery store plus pool and sauna. Here I am, down here. There's a little circle area right by the bathroom where they have it set up just for bikes. Super chill. I think it was €13 for this little tent spot, so I'm gonna enjoy the amenities here. Here we are. A little bit of drizzle coming down now. I've protected all of my things. Perfect size tent. Nice and cozy in here. Boom. Went down to the grocery store, supplement my lunch a bit. Got some cool new beers to try. And then this also caught my eye. Tuna in a red curry sauce. So we'll see what that's like. And of course, some salam. And dill chips. First time I've seen that outside of Sweden. And last but not least, my favorite ice cream. I'm gonna have to start with that because it's gonna melt. This thing is insane. When I was in Fredrikshavn, I grabbed a couple of these cup noodles. They didn't have those dried sauce or dried soups that they had in Sweden. But I was thinking, what if I put this in this? Might be a tasty combo. Just boiling up a little water for the cup noodle. Then we got the pita bread, salami, and then the tuna. Proper meal. I'm attempting to toast my pita real quick. We'll see how it goes. I burnt my finger a little bit, so I came up with a better solution. It's actually working too. Getting a little char on there. I am super stoked with how that turned out. Now I can just shove salami in there if I want. There's the tuna in Thai red curry. I just tried it. It's honestly quite good. And the noodles turned out great as well. Pretty standard. Tastes like the ramen back home. Pita bread and the spicy salami. I am just living like a king today. Woo. Call me crazy, but I'm gonna go for it. Oh, there's even like a curry leaf in there. Oh, wow. That has to be amazing, right? It's honestly so good. This is the best camping food, hands down. Gonna buy like 3 more. Another pita to finish off the salami. Oh man, I'm full, but I'm gonna slam it. Turns out I just ate about 1,080 calories. Definitely full, but plenty of day ahead of me to eat more. Good morning. Just had a quick shower, washed my riding shirt. It's gonna dry out for a bit here as I pack up. My shirt is mostly dry. It's quite nice in the breeze now. I'm gonna head down to the beach, planning on doing the 10 kilometers to Tversted entirely on the beach, but we'll see how the bike handles. It's a lot of work, but we're making decent progress, and I'm really enjoying being along the water here. You saw that truck overtook me, so I'm essentially right on the tracks here, so to speak. Should be able to go all the way. I'm optimistic. Alrighty, it ended up being about 6 kilometers along the beach there to Tversted Strand, and then I went through Tannesby. Now I'm finally on another single track route. I'm heading towards Hertals, which is another 15 kilometers. I'm gonna do lunch there. You can see things have changed dramatically as we got off the road there and into the forest. So it's a bit buggy. I'm gonna get going right away. Just took me off this trail here, and now it wants me to go up these very small single track dunes. Like this, feasible, but this gets too steep right here and just way too sandy. There's a 0% chance that I can make it up this bitch. And it evens out for a bit, but there's like a bridge there, and there's a big downhill that's even steeper, just as sandy, and you can see the path continues on the dunes along the way, so I have to reroute for sure. I'm gonna head back the way that I came just a little bit to get to a real road. I'm sure it'll add a few kilometers, but there's just no way. I'm coming up on the main road here, Skogenveien. It's not even a highway as far as I'm concerned, but it will mean I'll have a bit more traffic to contend with for a few kilometers here before I pop back out onto the trail.
Now turn left, then make a U-turn.
All right, I've got another nature trail here to follow. Back on the European Divide Trail. Have over 10 kilometers left to Hertals. This is sort of the perfect middle ground between actual mountain bike trails and paved roads for the bike that I have. She's real top heavy, so if I try and do big uphills a la mountain biking or strong curves, things do tend to go badly. Nonetheless, I'm having a great time, ready to get going again. I was just coming that way, and I'm supposed to turn here, but I saw this here, quick shelter, free for public use. Pretty nifty. Good shelter in there for sure. I would sleep here, but it's still very early in the day, so gonna keep on the trail. They've even got water. That's so nice. Now we're on a nice paved road again. I wanted to stop here and show the sheep off. You can see the ocean is just in the distance beyond. These are some very happy sheep. You can hear them. Come on. Nope, I don't want to anymore. But anyhow, gonna have another quick water break. Have about 7 kilometers to my destination. Just came through this really nice nature section. Now we are only 3.5 kilometers from my destination. Town should start pretty soon here. There's even a lighthouse. Another World War II bunker. Cool. Super glad I made it. I think I'm gonna pick a picnic table and make lunch. Decent selection here again today. We got double meat stick, grilled pita, cup of noodle, and some chips. Maybe a little chocolate for dessert. With a beautiful view of the ocean. Can't ask for much more than that. 2 fighter jets just rolling through real quick. Just slammed all that food. I'm gonna need to hit the grocery store before tonight's dinner. There's an Aldi's down the way, so I'll probably head back a little bit once I properly explore this area. Definitely gonna relax here for a good half hour probably. Successful Aldi run. I didn't want to unpack everything, so I just strapped it on top. Hopefully that'll be fine. You can see the lighthouse here on my right now. I'm heading out of town, going to be turning south. This is one of the more northern points of Denmark. My shelter is still about 8 kilometers away, so I'm gonna get right to it. I just felt a couple of raindrops as well from this cloud, which looks pretty imposing. So we'll see how rainy it gets on my way in. Just came through Toonby. Now we're back on more of a single track nature trail. There was a warning that there is quite the uphill coming up, so I'm gonna make sure I'm in a low gear so I don't snap my chain coming up. But we're only about 3 or 4 kilometers from the shelter, so let's keep at it. The rain can't stop me. Made it. Unfortunately, there was a family at the official shelter. I've come in off trail here a bit. Found myself a nice tree to hang up on. Gonna put my tent down here. That tree just failed me. It couldn't take the weight of the bike. Obviously rotten. No worries. This one will do. And just like that, tent is ready. Looking cozy as usual. Gonna relax for a bit before dinner. It's just past sunset now, working with the last bit of light here. I got this
chicken and mascarpone cheese pasta dish from the refrigerated section. Still a little bit cold, so I'm gonna warm this up in my cup. Should be delicious. I've got it as low as it can go. Added a little extra liquid because it definitely needed it. Gonna be stirring it quickly as well.
Okay, it's 6 a.m. I'm here in my blue tent. The wildlife has started up, and so has a bit of a drizzle. There's a chance for some thunderstorms today, so we'll see how long I end up waiting out the storm in this tent.
Just like that, we're ready to go. Just gotta roll this bitch back out to the trail.
We've come off onto a bit of a rural paved road here, and I had to stop for the sunflowers. Absolutely beautiful. This is like peak Denmark. There's been a couple really nice downhills that have gone on for like half a kilometer, and it's just so glorious to rest my bum and glide down through the wind, enjoying the countryside. Gonna get right back to it.
Back onto more of a rocky road here. Slower progress. There in the distance is a model plane club. They have like a runway, some picnic setups, and then an indoor facility. Never heard of that before? Maybe I translated incorrectly. We'll never know. I was gonna eat my brekkie there, but there was a bunch of signs about video cameras once again, so I'm not trying to start no trouble. Gonna keep going.
Nice big dune here. Beautiful single track trail. I found a picnic table that doesn't seem to have any warnings around it, so I'm gonna enjoy my brekkie here.
I'm not in the mood to make oatmeal, so I'm just enjoying some of these, I don't know what they're called, like hot dog bun type things. Pretty decent. Weather so far today is perfect. There is some chance for thunderstorms around 3 p.m. I believe it was. So I got an early start, 10 a.m. I've gotten about 11 kilometers in already, so hopefully I can finish my day before the rain. There's the dunes and then the beach just beyond it there. I'm here in Skallerupklit now. It seems to be mostly like a vacation home area. This one over there is actually for sale. Might have to look that up just for fun. But weather's holding up. I got a long way to go. Gonna keep at it.
There's a bit of rain coming down. Happened to be coming through town still, so I set up my little rain jacket protector. And now I've found a tiny bit of shelter in front of this like little art gallery. So I'll sit and wait out the rain. The rain was only going for about 30 minutes. I only waited for about 5 and then I decided to go for it with the impending storm coming later today. Actually, I just got a couple drops again here, but nonetheless, I'm staying mostly dry on a nice private rural road again. I have about 16 kilometers left to Lokken, where I'm hoping to get a spot at a big campsite today. So far I've done 24 kilometers, feeling a bit tired, but I think I'll make it. It's just about how dry I'll stay. I'm here at Norre Ingeby,
Not too much further to Lokken. The European Divide Trail actually has you going down along the beach here. You can see there are cars, so it is drivable. I think I'm going to stick to the main road just because I had a rough time with the beach yesterday. No storms yet, so I'm going to try and finish out my day before lunch here. So, those thunderstorms never came. It did rain off and on for a good hour or two. I went really hard to get through Lokken, and now I'm at Grönhög Strand campingplats, and I got myself a spot. It was only 65 Danish kroners, which is like $6.50. Obviously, hit the grocery store as well for some dinner.
It's cooling down, just past 9 o'clock. I'm gonna get dinner going. On the menu tonight, looks to be chicken pot pie filling, if I understand the label. And I've translated right. We'll see pretty soon though. Came out real thick, so probably gonna have to add a little liquid. There's no breading or anything in there, so this is a relatively healthy meal. Just got her set to low. I'm gonna keep it stirring a lot. Gotta be careful not to burn these guys. There it is, folks. Not spectacular. I crushed up some dill chips and put it in there. I know I'm a flavor deviant, but it was actually pretty good. It's like 10:30 now, chilling in the TV room. Got my laptop out, just transferred all my files, charging up the portable devices. One over there. Getting my money's worth. About to play some Rust while I wait. Life is good. After my first 3 days of biking, my body was tired, but my spirits were very high. Bikepacking solo is a very freeing experience. You realize how little you really need. In the next video, we continue along the Danish coastline, with dunes and nature trails aplenty. If you are enjoying the content, please subscribe down below. See you in the next one.